Hello everyone, and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hey everybody!
As you can see, today we are going to be doing something different.
Yep.
And we will be playing Sonic the Hedgehog, the original one.
Yes.
For Genesis. And we will... Don't worry, we will get back to Echo Defender of the Future, but for right now...
Yeah, as soon as I push start.
Is the controller not working? This is not us playing, this is the demo playing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with something.
The controller's being a bit finicky. As is, oh boy.
What's important when you play a game while having a controller?
Having the controller work. Oh dear.
Excuse me for a moment again, ladies and gents. It also helps to know which controller port to put the...
Did you have it in 2?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's the source of our problems.
I'm like, good. We just cut this controller. It should be working.
Yeah.
It's not my original controller that I
It isn't?
had.
I thought this was.
Oh, yeah, it is. Right. I thought you were doing the new one. Sorry.
Oh, no.
No. Okay. So, yes, here we are, guys. In the Green Hill Zone.
Yep.
Yes, so... this is...
It amazes me.
And, for our fellow Americans, happy 4th of July.
Yes! Happy 4th of July.
Yeah. Because, when this is uploaded, it is the 4th of July.
Yep. And what better way to celebrate the 4th of July than with a blue hedgehog named Sonic.
who has red and white on his sneakers.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So in a way, we are doing our patriotic due diligence.
I guess so, yes.
I kid. It's certainly better than the way than 4Kids Entertainment used the Sonic franchise to celebrate.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
And not just Sonic, not just Sonic.
Yes. Everyone's favorite, not a joke, serious interpretation of the national anthem with Japanese and Italian and...
Yeah, I mean, granted, most of the voice actors were probably American.
True.
But yes, I think the only... Did they have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, so yeah, those were the only Americans.
Yeah.
The only Americans, technically speaking,
Yeah.
were Heroes in a Half Shell.
Yeah. Everybody else, you know.
Yes.
I know with Sonic people debate, but I mean, because he's from a fictional world.
Yes.
But
the planet of Mobius.
Considering he was created, the character himself was created by a Japanese guy, I kind of, err on the side of him being Japanese.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Even though as a kid, I considered him Japanese American. That was like the easiest easiest way for me to think of Sonic when I was a kid, yeah. But oh man, yes. The good old days of playing my Sonic on my Genesis. Sonic and Echo the Dolphin, that's where it was at, man.
That's awesome, man.
And Sonic 2.
Cool.
Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was probably my favorite of the first 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Nice!
I mean, I like both, but, so it's not saying I don't like Sonic 1, but, Sonic 2 took the greatest parts of Sonic 1 and made it that much better. That kind of thing, you know?
Gotcha, yeah. And what can I say? I love
our very dreamy special stage zone.
I remember when we played this together, and I loved the tune you wrote to this.
Yeah, I as a hobby, I don't know if I've mentioned this on the channel, but I come up with lyrics to go to video game music. Now I don't do it as a parody. I am no
You're not
Brental Floss.
Yeah, you're certainly not Weird Al,
and I'm not Weird Al. No.
Well,
I'm not a video game Weird Al.
Nah.
No, I actually took it seriously. Tried to write serious lyrics. Unless the music warranted something funny.
Right.
But yeah.
I mean, hey, you're not. Hey, you weren't. What was that guy's name? Doug.
Doug.
The Walker. There we go.
No. Oh. I didn't know he wrote music lyrics.
Well, that was a review he did about movie album. There we are.
Oh.
By the Floyd That's Pink.
I didn't see that episode.
Yeah, that's alright. But we gotta continue.
Yay.
Yeah. But yeah, so much from this little game on the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis.
Yeah. Depending on if you were in Europe or Asia or America.
Right.
We were the only ones who called it Genesis. Very weird.
We, and I think because we shared a market, Canada.
Yeah, I guess when I say we, I refer to North America, not just U.S.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Although I honestly have no idea what they call it in Mexico, but I assume in Mexico it's also
Genesis.
Yeah.
Yeah. As for South America, maybe Mega Drive.
I think so. I think South America does call it the Mega Drive.
Yeah.
It was kind of a big deal in South America.
Oh, yeah. I'm amazed when we saw that video about...
Yeah, I was almost a little envious.
Wow.
Just in terms of it seemed almost like a bigger deal there than here. But I get why, they didn't have as many options.
Exactly. As they said, video games in South America were kind of prohibitively expensive. Hence why a lot of the old stuff gets a lot of love, even to this day.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not envious of that kind of market. I was just envious of how much of a big deal they made out of Sega, because I feel like, I don't know, we were so focused on the war against Nintendo and Sega that like, even corporations seem to pick sides.
Yeah.
And a lot of them picked Nintendo. Like a proportionately high amount of corporations picked Nintendo.
In America?
I am talking about America.
Right.
Yeah. So like, we didn't get a lot of like, I mean, we had some, but we didn't get a lot of, Sonic showing up at events, or it was almost always Mario. And I love Mario, I do. I love Mario and Sonic equally, so I wanted to experience them equally, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I like to imagine that he's saying I hate that hedgehog right there. Robotnik.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know, I consider this a completely different dimension, though, from the adventures.
True.
Yes.
But yeah.
I don't.
Well.
But yeah.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, I don't know if you'll be envious, because I think Sonic was a bigger deal in Great Britain.
Yeah, Sega was a bigger deal in the UK.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Echo was more popular in the UK than here.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Echo the Dolphin was on some strange, like, swimming safety thing.
Wow.
Like a video, yeah.
I'm amazed.
It was, yeah, and Sega actually, partnered with the, I forget the name, but the, like, safety organization that was running the PSA. Now, of course, it was a little bit cringy. They had some random dolphin that they called Echo. It wasn't even Echo. I mean, it was just some normal dolphin.
Aww.
But they did, use the opportunity to show some promotional clips of Echo the Dolphin.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I thought, I mean, Japan, I was surprised when that one person said that Sonic wasn't as popular in Japan as North America, and I respectfully disagree with her opinion. Because, back in the Genesis days, there was a lot of, there's a lot of promotional material that included Sonic. So I don't really know what she was talking about. Unless she means nowadays, and I would agree.
Well, yeah, Sega treated Sonic like their new mascot, because they went through Opa Opa in Japan, and they also went through Alex Kidd.
Yeah, I know, she was saying with the fans, Sonic wasn't as popular, and she was talking about the old days, but I'm like, I disagree. I just think that the Western interpretation of Sonic wasn't as popular in Japan. Because everybody was kind of obsessed with making their own version of Sonic. Kind of like today. Oh man, sorry. I was a little salty for a minute. But, all the comic books made their own interpretation. The Western Deke cartoons made their own interpretation.
So did Archie Comics.
I said Western comics.
Well, yeah.
So
I missed the part about
it's okay.
Western Comics.
Yeah, Western comics. The Archie in America and Fleetway.
Fleetway, that's what it was.
Yeah, Fleetway in the UK.
Right.
Which I think those comics had their own kind of interest.
Yeah, they did.
I have to look and see if it was Fleetway that attempted the Echo comic. Because yes, in the United Kingdom, for a brief amount of time, there was an Echo the Dolphin comic book. The old a website that's no longer up uploaded some scans of that comic book, and oh boy,
I'm scared to ask.
I see why Ed Annunziato never wanted Echo to have a speaking, like a human voice.
Free that squirrel, free that squirrel. One of them might be Sally.
Yeah, even though they're squirrels.
Yes.
Yes, Sally was apparently based on that squirrel you saw running away.
Yeah. You got that, fans?
Her last name is Acorn, but she's a chipmunk, so...
Yes.
I always found that confusing even when I was a kid. Why Acorn? I guess some chipmunks might be interested in acorns, but...
I suppose.
It's not usually something we associate with chipmunks.
I associate... Go on.
Speaking of which, this is really interesting. I swear I saw a chipmunk this morning.
You did?
There was this little brown rodent that scurried across the steps down from the porch, like real quick.
Wow.
I was so close to it. I was on the porch, and it was like the one step down, and it's like scurried away real quick and hid in the bushes.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a chipmunk up close.
Me neither.
Yeah. So I was shocked.
I don't blame you, bud.
It was very interesting. But it did not stay very long. Very quickly ran away. Didn't even stop to look at me, just whoosh.
Darn.
Yeah.
Didn't say hello.
Oh no. I think it was very afraid of me.
The big giant human?
Yes. Well, we have a lot of overgrowth that we don't normally have.
Oh.
So it's very possible that the chipmunk was like, "Ooh, here's a place where I can squirrel some stuff away as a early preparation for winter, even though it's summer. I'll do it ahead of time." Maybe. I'm just guessing. Either that, or he just thought it was a good place to hide from predators.
Both seem logical.
But then he probably came out to, get some stuff and realized there was a human there and was like, "Oh my god!
Yeah.
This is not what I signed up for." That kind of thing, probably.
Most likely.
So yeah, that was interesting. But anyway, yes. So we had the comics. Cartoon shows. And then later on we had Sonic Boom.
Yes, we're watching that lately.
Yeah, and it's actually not... It's pretty entertaining once, as I mentioned in previous videos, once I accepted it completely as a AU. Wow. But, yeah. I honestly, because of the cartoons, even though I enjoyed Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog growing up, I was still very much loyal to the Sega Sonic interpretation.
No!
Of the Sonic characters. Yeah, so... And I kind of felt like I was the only one.
So what did you think of Sonic X?
Oh, well, yeah, in Japan we do have Sonic X and the Sonic OVA. I like it and I don't like it.
So you like and hate Sonic X?
I don't hate it.
Oh,
But...
I'm sorry.
No, yeah. I was saying I like it and I don't like
My
it.
mistake. So
It's a conflicted emotion. The Sonic characters are good because they're the Sega Sonic interpretation, which I like best. But the problem is everything else.
So everything else is the issue with...
I don't understand this need to bring Sonic into the human world. A need that the Paramount Sonic movies also had.
Yes.
But I'll rant about that some other time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm just amazed that they actually made that movie.
yeah, and a second one, and they're gonna make a third one.
Yeah.
Or they probably are already almost done making the third one.
Yes.
I
thought I heard through the online grapevine that certain other Hedgehog and a third Hedgehog would be there, but I'm not sure.
That's what they keep hoping for.
Oh.
I also want, considering how much they listen to the fans, there's one particular thing they're saying that I really don't want them to be saying anymore. But I won't talk about that right now.
Oh.
I can talk to you about that off screen.
Gotcha.
Because I don't want to say it. I don't want Paramount to hear it from this video, plus all the other fans saying it, and go, let's do that, because that's what the fans want. I do not want what the rest of the fans want, okay?
Wow, we don't want to be influential.
I don't want to be influential by saying, I would really hate if you did this thing that the fans are saying you should do, and they're like, let's do that because only this one random guy on this small channel hates it, and everybody else wants it.
Wow. We really are living up under the thumb of Paramount.
I don't know, I just know how they listen to fans with the first movie, and they listen to fans with the second movie.
Yeah.
So naturally, and that's why everybody's happy, I think.
Gotcha.
I think it's kind of manipulation, but again, I'll get into that another time.
Well,
are you ready for my conspiracy theories? No.
sure, Sticks, we are ready to...
I tell you the government's controlling you. No.
Good one.
But anyway, I wasn't going to talk about that. So yes, back to what was I talking about before? Sonic X. Yes.
Sonic X.
I don't like all the human characters. I dislike a lot of them. Chris's friends are okay, but the entirety of Season 3 of Sonic X doesn't need to exist. The fact that they're like, let's rewrite the stories of the games as well, that... It's like, you could have just... I guess the problem is they maybe didn't have enough ideas just with keeping them in Mobius. But I mean, we have this weird stuff like, you know, they're in the human world. In Season 1, they do their own stuff. They copy the video games that were out at the time. And then when they run out of that, Season 2, they decide, let's do the opposite. Let's send Chris and friends to Sonic's world. Because we need to have Chris and human friends in the Sonic world.
Aha.
And I'm like, just all I want is an anime with the Sonic characters. I don't need these human characters. That's basically how I felt about Sonic X. In Season 3, they were just making up their own stuff. And they made a character who looked like a Sonic Shuffle fan character.
Oh, no Blaze the Cat or... So! That was scary, ladies and gentlemen. You saw that?
I actually, come to think of it, don't think Blaze or Silver are in Sonic X.
What a wasted opportunity.
I mean, I don't know. We have a dark version of Sonic in one episode for whatever reason.
Dark Sonic?
A dark Sonic. Yeah.
And they said that they wanted this game to be more game accurate, and now they're not being game accurate. That sounds something like Archie Comics. Archie Comics did do that.
Archie Comics had a green Sonic who was evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm anti-Sonic. I'm green because I'm cool with the youths.
And I don't remember his name, but
I don't either.
Nobody's allowed to use him.
Thanks, Ken.
Yeah, you could, unless you buy him as an NFT, I think.
Oh, that's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Ah! You jerk! I hate that blue guy who charges at you. Is he a hedgehog?
I don't know. Good question.
Yeah, if so, then he might be I shudder to say, the first Metal Sonic.
I know, be careful, because, mentioned that before, and the fans are like, "Oh no!" I mentioned the mechanic Sonic robot in Sonic 2 and said, "Is this Metal Sonic?" And the fans are like, "Oh no, not Metal Sonic." I'm like, okay.
I see.
They're like, and it's fine, you know, if he had other names, which they said he
True.
did. But I mean, unpopular opinion and all, that was the prototype Metal Sonic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it was a different game being made at the same time, but let's just face it. The two different teams came up with their own Metal Sonic.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Apparently, Dr. Robotnik / Eggman would make a Metal Sonic. It begs the question, does he really hate that hedgehog? Or is there something that he's not telling us?
Well, it's funny. The thing about hate is it can make you as obsessive and passionate about a person as love can.
Huh.
It's just a different passionate emotion. I mean, frankly, that's why the enemies to lovers trope works.
Mm-hmm.
And why it's, can be believable because of that passion.
Gotcha.
Am I saying I ship Eggman and Sonic? Heck no. That's very disgusting.
Yeah,
But
I don't do bestiality.
Yeah. Which, by the way, neither does Sonic 06. Calm down.
Alrighty.
I know I'm getting all my unpopular opinions in that video. Please don't cancel once I get going, I just let it all hang.
Wow! 344, ladies and gentlemen. I'm having a rough time with these, but I did get another continue, so...
I did say this at 27 minutes in, so...
Yeah.
It's true, though. It's not... I'll talk about it another time. Remind me several years from now when we're actually playing Sonic 06.
Right. Sonic 2006.
Which was actually titled Sonic the Hedgehog, but the fans make it Sonic 06 so we can differentiate.
Right. Get that crab.
Get that crab.
And these guys, I don't know what their deal is, but they're scary and I don't want to play with them.
I was kind of envious because in Japan, Sonic had a manga.
There's a Sonic manga?
Yeah. Just like Mario got a manga, Sonic got a manga too.
Oh no.
And we released the Legend of Zelda manga. Have we released the Mario manga?
I don't know.
I don't think so. And I don't think we've released any of the Sonic manga, but similarly to like the Legend of Zelda games, for almost every game they had a Sonic manga. And I'm like, I want to read it.
Me too. Now I want to read this manga.
I mean, heck, there was a Metroid manga.
Ow. That hurts.
And I don't know where to get any of these manga because they're probably old. So when I was in Japan, I didn't know where to get any of them.
That's sad.
I know, it's sad. I guess I'd have to look for it more,
Yeah!
I do know from the pictures I saw that they prefer to do the early Sonic design, or something similar to that, kind of like a Sonic CD look.
Oh, okay.
They kind of like to do that one even for the later games in the manga.
Gotcha.
So, which I feel mixed about. I like modern Sonic's design, and I feel like he doesn't get enough love. I like both, really, but they don't have to exist as two separate entities, you know?
Agreed.
They can be the same person.
The same beautiful hedgehog.
just like Mickey Mouse, we don't
Yeah.
we don't go, oh, this is never mind, they did that in Epic Mickey. I was gonna say we don't separate classic and modern. Like, yes, we do.
Yeah, between flesh colored with drawn eyes versus white and dot eyes.
Yes, and I know we're out of time. We'll just try to get to the end of this level or this act. Either that or when we die, we will go to part 2.
That's true.
Because yes, this is not a game we can do in only one part.
Right.
We're not speed runners.
Right. We're gonna.
Because I know some people complain about when you have to go slow in a Sonic game, but it's like.
But you kind of have to at times. Because Sonic is a game that requires
It does.
careful
I am just unapologetically salty today, aren't I?
Oh dear. I
It's
hope.
okay. Well, not that salty. I could be a lot saltier, trust me.
Yeah.
You've been there.
Yes, I have.
You have to hang out with me when we're not on camera, so you know.
Yeah.
You know how salty I can be. You know the soapboxes I get on.
Yes. And
Cope. I will, thank you.
perfect timing, ladies and gentlemen.
I will cope. Thank you so much for your encouraging words.
Yep. I swear, the game talks to you. It's like it's reading your minds.
It's giving you subliminal messages.
Yes, Sticks, it is. Yes. Alright.
Oh yeah, we have a Robotnik fight.
Yep.
You guys are getting you are going to get a few videos that are longer than 30 minutes this month.
That's true.
We recorded after order, that's how I know.
Right. It pays to get your material at the ready.
Yes, so you guys will get some, a little bit of extra time with yours truly, and
Yep. The two of us.
the two,
Well, three.
the
including-
collective yours truly.
Yes. Whoa. Fraggle.
This always makes me think of like the little cubes of cheese, and you put the
little
toothpick-
flags.
You put the little toothpicks in it, yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then you grab them, yeah. I don't know why.
Pigs
Anyway,
and chickens. All right.
guys, thank you so much for coming, and we
Yep.
will do
Part 2.
we will see you in part 2. Okay, bye.